Sorry, sir, I didn't mean it to be. It's just a bit frustrating when you don't explain yourself properly.
Oh? I thought it was mostly self-explanatory.
Not really at all, sir. Well, maybe it is, but I don't really know anything about bars. I've never even seen the outside of one.
Ah, that's right. We're really not into drinking back home, are we?
I don't know if I would say that. Perhaps not everyone is the same.
Well, bars are generally a place where people go to unwind. And the alcohol loosens the lips, so to speak. They'll talk about almost anything. Themselves, their troubles. And often, the root of the problem will involve what is troubling the world's people. It's a useful place to visit. Speaking of problems, what was the issue of the last world you visited?
Pollution. The world was kind of oldish, and much less practical than ours. They kept throwing out their stuff wrong, and had bad ways of making energy. Their water ended up getting poisoned, and a lot of them went sick.
Long-term project, I assume.
Yeah, my mentor had already been working on it for a while before I came. I think it was around 5 months.
That's so. I'm glad I'm assigned short-term projects. It'd be something awful to get stuck with the same problem for nearly a year.
I agree, but I don't know about the way you said that.
How long did you shadow her?
3 days.
I see. You never had alcohol, have you?
What? No, sir, I would never. I mean, I'm too young. If I remember reading correctly, she's supposed to be about 14. I stop in my tracks and he stops to turn. His lips then curl in a kind of oh ho 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 expression. Oh ho ho, and get my innocence ripe to be defiled. It is creepy. I am uncomfortable. Yeah, I feel you, sister, I know.
No, you wouldn't do anything against the rules, would you?
Is that a test? A trick? A challenge? No, sir. I would not. His smile broadens at this, and my discomfort increases.
You know, Winter, each world you visit will have its own laws, and its own customs, and in its own social graces. You're going to have to learn to make your mind a little more flexible if you want to succeed.
I'm going to have you drink some alcohol at the bar. Oh, shit. Excuse me? I don't want to. Besides, I'm underage. It's against the law.
Well, Winter, in many cultures you will be expected to drink even at your current age. You should be ready for that, and you should know the effects alcohol has on yourself and others.
What? He's telling me to break the law? Whoa, no. This is completely out of my comfort zone. I probably hate alcohol even, right? I don't want to do this. I mean, I know we're in another world, so it's really the law. So it's not really the law, but... No, this is my conviction. I was born and raised to a set of rules, and I think it would be best if I live by them. Ugh. It's like what I learned in class. One might think it best to try absorbing all aspects of culture met, however it is not advisable. In absorbing a culture, you run the risk of becoming absorbed by the culture as well. Mediators should not forget who they are. I am Winter Harrison. I will not be shaken by this. I don't think I can do that, sir.
Winter. That's an order. This is part of your training. If you're not going to drink at the bar, I will be forced to fail you.
What? That isn't... That's not allowed! You can't make me do anything!
I most certainly can. I'm your mentor. Damn, dude, like, if I was a girl, I would I would be Winter. Like, holy shit. Only for today, and you aren't always going to be that. Besides, you can't threaten me because I have my convictions and I won't forget who I am. I'm right. I can tell I'm right because his cheeks are flushed, my heart is pounding, and he looks wounded. No, he doesn't, man. He doesn't look affected. I hurt him. I struck out against him and he knows he's wrong. It isn't just enough that he's hurting inside, though. I need to teach him a lesson. I need to knock it into him. Therefore, I will raise this trembling arm and trembling fist. I will raise it and grip my teeth, and I'll punch him right to his pathetic chest. Ugh. Ha! What? Winter. What is this? I'm rebelling against you! Did you just punch me? I nod my head quickly and with purpose. You did. Well, what does it look like? My fist smashed into your ribs, didn't it? Well, smashed is... All of a sudden, my hair goes paff, as if something heavy has lightly fallen on it. I glance up to find Cyrus resting his hand on my head. Although I know what he is doing, in fact, I just said so, I still am compelled to ask. What are you doing? Winter. Fine. I won't force you to drink. You mean you can't? I mean I won't. I will, however, put forth a stern suggestion. It will be very wise of you to drink. It will help you ease into the taste of another place. I know what they've taught you, and I'd be lying if I said I ignore what I've learned. Just remember that the way it's worded, you're allowing to let yourself go a little. Just don't forget. I haven't forgotten... Oh, this is still him. I haven't forgotten, and neither have you, it seems. But you shouldn't be afraid of stepping outside of yourself, if only for a little while. In a sense, that's what you're doing already in being here. So I urge you, Winter. Have a pint. I'll... just a little. Good enough. Oh, that was still him. Well, there's a bar. Come on, Winter. That's a bar? What makes it any different from the other stores? It looks just the same from outside. They don't seem to pride themselves as distinction around here. I run my hand through my hair and grimace. I wonder if, since all the storefronts look like this, maybe they're all bars. What a terrible thought. If this culture which loves to... What if this What if this is a culture which loves to drink? Will I be expected to drink a lot? I hope not. Warily, I begin to follow Cyrus. What am I doing? This is so illegal. I wonder if I can report this. Oh, shit. Okay, brace for it. No amount of alcohol-tinged breath could be enough to prepare me for a bar smell, surely. Mother always talks about how awful bars are and how that's why she's only... why she only ever drinks at home. Sweaty and piggish and smelling like failure. This can only lead to misery. Slowly, I part my fingers over my nostrils. It does not smell at all. Cut that out, Winter. You look ridiculous. Hey, leave me alone. I've been misled. Slowly, I put my hand down, but not without glaring at Cyrus. He ignores this, of course, and walks over to an empty table and have a seat. He then pats the top of the chair next to him, inviting me. Well, whatever. Fuck, dude, I love, like, the relationship between these two people.
follow his lead, still cautious of this place.
Notice how there's only a few people here, although it's lunch hour. What do you imagine this means?
Most of the people here really like to work.
Or maybe they really have to. Well, it's probably a good thing that this place is so empty. Too many customers might be a bit overwhelming for you. Can also make it rather difficult to actually find anything out.
I see. There are only 4 other people in the bar besides us, all of whom are men, and all thrice my age by the look of it. The 2 who seem to be customers are dressed in a rather rough manner. Oh, that was so lame. Like they've walked out of a construction site. I'm not the type to pride myself on appearance or anything, but I actually feel slightly embarrassed for them. They aren't the first in this world that look so deplorable, though. In fact, I would say they look fairly good by comparison. By comparison? By comparison. Most men I've seen look like they've picked their outfits from a pile of rags.
That's mean. I don't pick my clothes from rags. Maybe she's talking about this world.
Thankfully, the other 2, both in uniform, are very presentable. The waiter, he's probably the waiter, looks rather spiffy, and the man behind the counter is quite cleanly dressed, so this world is not entirely hopeless. But enough about men and clothes. The wall behind the counter is more interesting. There are 2 lengthy rows of widely varying bottles, some round, some square, and some outright peculiar. Admittedly, I am enticed.
Oh, is she talking about like these ones being weird?
Only for a second, I assure you, after all. I have been told that alcohol tastes like piss.
Damn, what a mouth. Well, I wouldn't know myself. I've never tried it.
What? You've never tried alcohol?
No, piss.
Dude, fucking Cyrus, what the hell?
It isn't the best until you get used to it.
That aside, I've also been told that it makes you act like a twit, causes bouts of forgetfulness, and slowly poisons your liver.
That is true, to a point.
Eventually, you become addicted to it.
Not everyone does, but there's a possibility.
Then, why drink it?
Some people enjoy losing control of themselves, and many love to forget. You'll see for yourself, and be able to form your own opinion soon.
I would rather not. Honestly, I am more than fine with following the popular opinion. It is often corrected and has saved me a lot of trouble in the past. While my thoughts wander to the safer days, the man who I believe is the waiter comes to our table. What can I get you?
2 beers, any brand you'd like.
Coming right out. When he departs, I find myself curious about 2 things. Firstly, I have to drink 2 beers?
No, one is for me.
Why would you want to drink one?
I'm one of the people who enjoys losing control of themselves.
I would have not pegged him of the sort. At any rate, the second thing. What's a brand, sir? Does it have something to do with fire and iron?
Oh my god.
Alright, even I know what a brand is. Not in terms of alcohol, but...
Pardon?
Well, we used to brand cattle and other animals with a symbol that would associate them with their farmer, right? That is, if I remember my history. That was with fire and iron, so... this is something similar?
God.
Not saying something stupid, am I? Is it how the alcohol is made, perhaps? Kind of, I guess. Are the ingredients burned in some way? Perhaps they're officially beer? Before they're officially beer? Maybe it was some sort of spiritual symbol. She's overthinking this. They do call them spirits, after all. There must be a reason for that, right? Oh, God. Look at the look on his face. Why isn't he saying anything? Or it has something to do with real spirits? Oh, she's just making this worse. Like some sort of rite where each batch is brewed in honor of someone who's died? I mean, I've read these places can be very strange, and... Am I close? Oh, please, let me be close. No. No, you are not close. Crap! I should have shut up way earlier. Why'd I ramble on like that? Now I look like a fool. Yes, you do, Winter, but it's okay. I feel for you. Honestly, though, I'm a little disappointed. Some fantasy would be nice. Yeah, that's true. Winter, I'm starting to think you've already got yourself drunk off the atmosphere. Oh, please. Here you go. The waiter has returned, bearing 2 tall and thick tankards foaming at the brim. Beer, right? I know more of vodka and wines. That's weird. That looks like every, glass of beer I've ever seen in my life. One is placed in front of Cyrus and the other in front of me. Enjoy. He leaves. I peek over my cup's lip and peer it into my mouth. That's weird. The beverage does not take kindly to my curiosity, bubbling and spitting at me. I withdraw with a start. How intimidating. Sir? Don't be such a baby. It won't kill you. There will be much worse things you'll have to swallow than alcohol, trust me. Oh, no! It sounds as though Cyrus is perfectly fine with bending over should the situation demand it. What? Ingesting things like this? Ingesting things worse than this? Allow me to apologize, Cyrus, but I am not a wimp. I know where to draw the line. At beer? I have never drank beer either. But I mean... It's quite the opposite of weakness, really. It's strength. No one is going to be forcing me to do anything I don't agree to. Although I was probably just like this when I was 14, not knowing anything about anything. Not that I know much more now, but still. That said, I did say I would drink some of this. Lifting the glass with both hands, I gingerly tip it toward my lips and take in a mouthful. Oh, she probably drank way more than she should have. Puh!